inside our conference hall here so that we can proceed with the other presentations, please. Again, so we're inviting those who are outside to join us inside our meeting hall so that we can proceed with the other presentations for the rest of the afternoon. I think we have a lot of exciting presentations for you guys. We have those from industry groups, associations that will be sharing and presenting this afternoon. So I hope again you enjoyed your sumptuous lunch. And we'll just wait for a few minutes, a couple of minutes, before we start with the remainder of our presentation. Our colleagues are slowly coming back to our conference hall so that we can proceed with the afternoon session. And please don't forget to have your cards printed or signed so that you can join the raffle as well. Of course, the exhibitors are still outside. If you want to network with them and exchange starts with first. Feel free to do so. We're just waiting for a couple more participants. We'll start with our presentations this afternoon. Okay, now we have the go signal to start with our presentations this afternoon. Let us continue with today's sessions and welcome back to our presentation. We hope you enjoyed your lunch break and made new acquaintances during lunch. And again, feel free to network also later in the afternoon. But now it's back to knowledge building sessions. Our first speaker for the afternoon sessions is one of the chairmen of ASEAN Wellness and the Spa. She's also the director for business development and innovation at PT Mustika Ratu and also the deputy chairman of the standing committee for creative economy, Kate Din, and an official of PPAK. She has almost 2 decades in the business. Let's all welcome Ms. Kusuma Ida Anjani. Please give her a round of applause.
Okay. Hello, everyone. Must be a long day today for those of you who come from overseas. Welcome to Indonesia. Good afternoon, and first of all, let me extend my warm greetings to the committee of the ASEAN Personal Care Technology Summit and to all the participants here. Thank you for inviting me again for the second time this year to this event to discuss some insights about beauty, personal care, and even about wellness market. Before we dive in, let me introduce a little bit about myself. My name is Kusuma Anjani. I represent Mustika Ratu. For those of you who come from overseas, Mustika Ratu is a beauty, health, and wellness company that is inspired by the natural resources of Indonesia, natural products, natural ingredients that mix culture, heritage, natural ingredients with technology and science to produce innovation. Over the last 50 years, we've been committed to produce many innovations that come from nature, Indonesian nature specifically. So, at the same time, I also represent ASTI, Indonesian leading spa organization, where we have many representatives across many provinces. Also present here, our former head of ASTI here, Ibu. Thank you. So let's start. Next slide. Yeah. So over the years, the global beauty and personal care industry has experienced some changes. So where previously natural ingredients are treated as a niche market, but then there's a shift in the way consumer see nature product with natural ingredients. So these days, consumers are not only looking for an effective products, they're looking for a product that is aligned with their goal, especially the current generation, like generation millennials or Z. They're looking for a product that has the sustainability impact. They're looking for a product that is safe for them in the long term. So with that sense, there is a shift, and the shift is not just preference, but it's a broader awareness of health, well-being, self-care, and environment, especially with the past pandemic that is happening globally. It has changed the way our consumers sees how important it is to maintain your health and also wellness. So today, I'm going to share some key insights about the global beauty and personal care market, and then we're going to discuss the role of natural ingredients. We have some examples on this, and then we close it with some business opportunities or collaboration that we can do in that space. Okay, next slide. So, we'll start with market trends. So the global beauty and personal care market, as you can see here, it is projected to reach $227.3 billion US in 2024. And it is estimated to grow annually at an impressive rate of 8.32%. And by 2029, even this market is estimated to reach about $338.9 billion USD. And as we can see here, even the world economic outlook for the GDP is forecasted at 3.2% for 2024. So clearly, this beauty industry, beauty and personal care industry, has become one of the fastest growing consumer segments. It is fueled by technological advancement, as I mentioned before, the changes in behavior, also e-commerce innovation, creative activations happening here, innovations of products that comes from, for example, natural ingredients, and of course, shifting in consumer preferences. And we can see here how even it is expected there will be 1.8 billion users by 2029 globally, and the average revenue per user is expected to be about $172.10 USD. Next slide. Okay. And surprisingly, as we can see here, regional-wise, Asia actually leads the largest contributions. Asia leads the largest contribution in generating 127.34 billion USD in revenue, estimated for 2024. In Indonesia's case, we are one of the countries with the biggest population in the world, top 4, and you can imagine 7% of the population are in productive age, meaning they are the bright consumers for personal care and beauty. Because when we talk about personal care and beauty, sometimes people have a misperception that it only covers cosmetic products like eyeshadow and so on. However, it has a wide definition. It covers segments such as hair care, body care, even tooth care. So it's quite and fragrance. So it's quite wide. It becomes the needs of our consumers. So I can see even in Indonesia the potential is huge. And it also means there's a significant growing demand for beauty products here. So technology plays an integral part in beauty. As we can see this day with the arrival or introduction of artificial intelligence, there are so many innovations coming in the beauty industry. Even if it comes to in a way that consumer is being given for promotion, the way they are introduced to a product, or even technology or artificial intelligence are also used to analyze what are the products that are most fit to our customers. So technology plays an important part. And in here we can even see with the technology continuously producing innovation, there is an increasing number of players in the e-commerce segment. The beauty and PC revenue in e-commerce globally even is expected to have 11% annual growth. So this is even exceeds the general numbers that I mentioned before for beauty and personal care. So e-commerce platform has a big feature as well in the beauty and PC segment. So you can see how digital platform with the enhanced shopping experience has transformed the consumers with their shopping behavior. So next, let's have a look. What about the personal care and beauty products or cosmetic that is specifically promoting natural ingredients? We can see here the natural segment is growing even faster, especially in comparison to personal care and beauty categories previously in general. The global revenue of natural personal care in here we can see to have an annual growth of 11.6%, and even it's expected to reach 24.02 billion USD by 2021 globally. So even if we look into the natural cosmetic, we can see an estimation or projection of growth of 6.11% annually. Although it's not as high, but that means there is an opportunity. There is an opportunity to discover more innovation, product launches in the cosmetic segment. So if the personal care has delivered many innovations in the product that involve natural ingredients, that means there are still opportunities to grow it, to do it more in the cosmetic area segments. It's estimated to reach around 18.71 billion USD by 2021. So when we talk about Indonesia as well, we are the home of the 70% of world medicinal plants. So that means about 70% of the medicinal plants that are listed in the world, it can be found in Indonesia. So this is one of the potentials that Indonesia has, using their natural ingredients, optimizing it. So there are many types of natural ingredients that Indonesia can use for cosmetic products or even for beauty and personal care and wellness. So in Indonesia, even the natural cosmetic market is also expected to grow 5.3% annually, and is expected to reach 251 million USD by 2024. This is really reflecting Indonesia's rich biodiversity, and the consumer demand for sustainable beauty is increasing. As you can see, 5.3% is even the current GDP rate. So we can see how the consumer now are more aware of these changes, how they are actually more interested to learn how a cosmetic can be an innovative solution that is safe for them for a long term and also safe for the environment. Okay, next slide. So to conclude, I might have mentioned earlier, but to summarize the trends that comes with the numbers, first visible through these numbers before, what really shaped the consumer behavior? We can conclude it to some of these points. The first one is the sustainability factors. Consumers these days are smarter in choosing their products. So you might realize if you come to the, let's say, to the supermarket, you can see how customers these days, they are reading the back of our products to see what really are the ingredients inside, to make sure harmful ingredients are not included. So they want a product that can really impact to the environment, and their awareness on preserving the environment tend to be higher as well these days. Indonesia, secondly, is a country with a rich biodiversity, and there are so many natural ingredients to explore for cosmetic, beauty, and personal care. So this opens up to door of innovations for natural-based cosmetic and beauty products. And then thirdly, pandemic, it has changed the world. I think everyone agrees that pandemic has changed the way we interact. It has shaped the consumer behavior. They're more health conscious these days, and they're more caring about their well-being, also about self-care. And lastly, about clean beauty, it has become a need, so it's no longer a niche market. People want a product does not follow only giving effective results, but also safe, as mentioned before. Okay, next slide. Okay, today I'm going to discuss a little bit about the type of natural ingredients. There are so many, but last year I think I have discussed more options, but today I just want to discuss a little bit. Surprisingly, turmeric. Turmeric is something that we found very easily even in the kitchen in Indonesia, right? It's very, it's one of Indonesia's herbs that is characterized by Indonesia. So turmeric offer anti-inflammatory, so it has the anti-aging effect, even brightening properties. So there's so many benefits from turmeric, and even not only for skincare, it can be used for treating wellness or health from the insect, can be used as a drink. So turmeric is one of the popular skincare ingredients for natural products. Then secondly, we have, for example, ylang-ylang for hair care. It's also often used in aromatherapy or in the essential oils. Well, apparently these have functions that is important to promote hair growth, thicken hair, and reduce dandruff, improving circulation in scalp area. So there are so many options for hair care. This is just one of the many. And lastly is body care. One of the natural ingredients that we can utilize is coconut oil, where it hydrates and protects the skin. But again, coconut oil is also useful for actually the whole function: skin care, hair care, body care. So we should utilize more of these ingredients, especially there is a rising needs for natural cosmetics. And in the next slide, we're going to discuss about health and wellness. So not only for beauty, but there are some ingredients that can be used for health and wellness. When I discuss about wellness is drinks. It can come in the drinks. It can come in the form of aromatherapy or essential oils, or even again even as a beauty products. So for example, ginger. We, of course, all Indonesians know ginger mostly used in the jamu. Indonesia have herbal drinks called jamu, which is recently acknowledged by UNESCO as Indonesia's healthy culture. So it's even acknowledged by the UNESCO. And jamu comes with different range of use and also function and flavor. And mostly one of the popular one comes from ginger and turmeric. So in this case, we can use all of these actually for drinks. But not only for drinks. For example, moringa leaf. Moringa leaf is known as one of the best natural ingredients that is high in antioxidants. So it has the anti-aging function. It is very good for your skin, but it is also very good to be consumed as a drink. So for example, in my case, in Jakarta, we use moringa. We use moringa leaf not only for jamu, but we use it for cosmetics. So we use a cosmetic that is moringa leaf based. So why do we use it? We all know that women use cosmetic these days with the heavy schedule. Women use it for a long time, and some skins are quite sensitive. So to a long-term use of cosmetics, so we include natural ingredients such as moringa, which can give us skincare benefits. So there are so many other natural ingredients that can be utilized, but these are just some of the examples. And the second one mentioned there is Centella asiatica. Of course, in the skincare industry, we all know about chicha. Sometimes it's called chicha. Centella asiatica. How powerful these ingredients for your skin, rejuvenating your skin. However, do you know that Centella asiatica is like the ginkgo biloba? So for as a jamu, so it can help a healthy brain function. So in that sense, there are so many benefits that we can utilize, and most of these ingredients are ingredients that are already certified. It's something that you can use or registered. So we can innovate with natural ingredients in Indonesia most likely compared to others. With all of the options. We also have galangal, licorice. All of these ingredients can be used as a drink that is useful for your well-being and also as cosmetic or skincare benefits. Okay? Okay. So these are the benefits of the natural ingredients that is used in anti-aging. Mostly people are looking for antioxidant properties, soothing and calming, because as you know, part of anti-aging, hydration is very important. And another important thing is anti-inflammatory, because inflammation is one of the factors that cause aging, and hydration and moisture. So all these benefits can be found in some of the natural ingredients that I mentioned earlier. And I think now is the best time to really promote and utilize that. That what makes us different compared to others. Next. So as we can see here, even from the research, it's found that 62% of global consumers prioritize sustainable and natural ingredients in beauty products. And as I mentioned before, it's the same reasons because of the eco-conscious and eco-conscious offerings that we have in the wellness and beauty industry. So one of the examples of merging the products and services are true spas in Indonesia. So in this presentation, I will also shortly discuss how in Indonesian spa we can also utilize these ingredients to create an exceptional experience that can only be found here. Okay. Next slide. I'll quickly, previously I haven't really introduced inline. So in Jakarta, we are founded by Ibu Dr. Robert Amulet Studio. She's also known as the Master of Piano from Museum of Record, where we focus on products such as beauty, herbal, and wellness services. And so far, we have exported to 40 countries for these products. Our ecosystem covers not only internationally certified and HAL certified manufacturing facility, but we also cover the beauty education. We promote beauty education from LPPMS and also spa or wellness services from House of Mustika Ratu and Taman Sari Royal Heritage. With the extensive network of franchise, we are also open for any collaboration, whether it comes to create an innovation in the beauty products or in the wellness services. Okay. And apart from that, ASPI, I just want to quickly introduce ASPI. ASPI is a platform that is made for entrepreneurs and also professionals in the spa and wellness space. So we also have members across many provinces. So if you are looking to develop a business or to enhance your professional skills in this space, we are very happy to discuss further with you and come and join us in ASPI. Okay. Quickly with the spa. Okay, so the global wellness industry back in 2022, we all know even 2022 is in the middle of pandemic. So it reached 5.6 trillion in 2022, which is apparently 14% higher than pre-pandemic, during the pandemic time. So wellness economy also grew at a robust rate, around 8.6% annually. And over the next few years, it's expected to reach 8.5 trillion in 2027. Indonesia, on the other hand, is ranked on the sixth for the fastest growth among 10 Asia-Pacific countries in 2022. What I'm trying to emphasize here is that all the reasons that I mentioned before about the increasing needs in natural ingredients are also the same reasons why this number appears in the global wellness. So consumers are now more health conscious, they are more concerned about self-care. So in that sense, there is a huge opportunity not only in beauty but also in the wellness area. At the moment, Indonesia is still ranked on the 14 on the top 10, top 20 spa list globally. The value is estimated at around 1.58 billion USD, but it has a significantly fast or high recovery growth rate, which also indicates that Indonesian consumers are ready to accept diverse range of wellness services. Okay, next slide. So we believe actually fast and natural products can be a solution. So sometimes we see wellness as if people want an instant results. But to get an optimal health, we need a wellness process, which means it needs products that to be drank, to be consumed regularly, or it needs treatment to be done regularly. And we can see wellness and also even natural-based herbal products can be a solution for health in the future as a preventive factors. So this is one of our mission to promote preventive actions to promote an optimal health, whether it's in Indonesia or globally. So the future of beauty at the moment, we can see it lies in natural ingredients. It lies in innovation. And behind that innovation, there's an option for natural ingredients. It lies in sustainable practices, a holistic approach to wellness. So the industry is transforming as our consumer increasingly prioritize natural, safe, and sustainable ingredients that is driven by health, consciousness, and demand for clean beauty or toxin-free solutions. So with these numbers that I mentioned before, with all this big potential, I really hope we can collaborate across industries, even across countries, to really unlock the full potential of personal care, beauty, and wellness product in industry in this case, where we can also preserve not only our culture but also the optimizing the biodiversity that our country has. So Mustika too is a trusted partner in creating innovative natural beauty products, especially for today's consumer. So we are very open for any collaboration that embrace this potential of natural ingredients. I guess these are all my presentation. I will not talk too long, but I will spend the time for any discussion if you're interested for any questions. Thank you very much.
Thank you. you, Ms. Anjani, for that interesting presentation. Fortunately, we don't have time for a Q&A, but I believe you'll be staying later for coffee break or networking, so you may ask your questions later during our coffee break. I think we have a video presentation, so let me just read this. Listen to the presentation of the sales manager of International Raw Material Department at Shanji Jinbo Biopharmaceutical Company for a presentation on the research and applications of vegan collagen. Will focus on exciting developments in vegan collagen as applied in personal care manufacturing. She received her master's degree from the University of Southern California and earned 8 years of experience in the cosmetics industry. Let's have a round of applause for Ms. Vicky Z. Vicky.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Vicky Z from Jinbo Biopharmaceutical Company. Thank you very much for coming to get to know about Jinbo's vegan collagen. Let's get started with the development of collagen in the market right now. The first one is the plant collagen. Actually, we call it not the real collagen because it doesn't have the animal acid sequence as human collagen. So the next one is animal collagen, which is commonly used in the market right now, but there are a lot of disadvantages of it, such as limited lineage source, and the animal collagen is only collagen type 1. And also, they have the complex composition, so it's difficult to isolate the target protein. And meanwhile, it depending on the quality of the animals. So the batch of the products does not stable. And also, it may contain some diseases, such as mad cow diseases, and also have high allergy risks. Meanwhile, it is hard to water soluble, maybe have some issues on religious. And the last one is the vegan collagen that our Jinbo Biopharm are producing. It is from biotechnology and also from fermentation. So it's non-animal source. And also, because our collagen's gene sequence is exactly the same as humans, so that's why our collagen is much safer and also more effective. And meanwhile, we also have different types of collagens that can provide it to you. Not like animal collagen, they are only type 1 collagen. And meanwhile, our collagen is bionic collagen. This is the whole cells of our collagen fermentation farm. Instead of plant cell, we choose to use microorganism. There are a lot of advantage of using this kind of material to fermentate because such as low cost, fast speed, and easy culture and etc. So it is the first choice for industrial to production. This is the flow chart for how can we get our vegan collagen. First, we analyze the native human collagen sequence, and then to find the core optimal function region, and we put it into the plasmid vector and into the host cells to let the protein to grow. And then we do the biological fermentation and do the purification to get rid of our non-useless protein and only the vegan collagen left at the last step. So our collagen gene sequence is 100% consistent with human collagen gene sequence. Actually, through our whole body, there are totally 28 types of collagens. they are different actually in your body because they function differently. And actually, when we getting older, all the types of collagens in your body are decreasing, but the decreasing speed are different. For example, here is the type 1 collagen and type 3 collagen. Type 3 collagen, when we are babies, the most portion of type 3 collagen is that time, through your whole life. The type 3 collagen cannot regenerate itself. So that's why we need type 3 collagen to replenish in your skin. So when the relative portions of type 1 and type 3 collagen, when we are babies, type 1 collagen is about 40%, and type 3 collagen is about 60%. So that's why when we are babies, our skin texture is very good. And when we get injured, it's hard to leave scars, because we have enough type 3 collagen to repair it. But when we are getting older, the relative portion of type 1 collagen is 80%, and type 3 collagen is about 20%. So when you get scars, it's easier to injure. It's easier to leave scars, because we only have type 1 collagen, such like animal collagen can produce to recover your scar, but you don't have type 3 collagen there. Actually, if you have a lot of type 1 collagen, it's not a good thing, because if type 1 collagen and type 3 collagen are imbalanced, your skin's texture is not good, not elastic, and there will be like puffy face coming out. So when we get older, type 3 collagen loss, it will have some aging problems appears, like lack of elasticity, dryness, sensitivity, and etc. Here is about Jimbo's vegan collagen. We have industrialized overall 28 types of coverage, but for now we only published type 1, 3, 4, and 5 actually, and 7 and 17 in the market right now. And our collagen's active rate is even higher than human collagen itself. 1.8 times active rate is higher than human itself. And because our collagen's gene sequence is the same as humans, so our collagen is very, very safe. Here is a picture showing that all the types of collagen location in your skin. The upper section is the epidermal sector, the layers of your skin. The middle sector is the basement layer, and the bottom sector is the dermis layer of your skin. So you can see there are different types of collagen located in different locations of your skin, and they have the different functions actually. Here is the development idea and example, like for type 3, how we get our Jimbo's type 3 vegan collagen. You can see the upper left side, this is the whole amino acid sequence of human real type 3 sequence. That is the full length from start to the end. So the highlighted part is as we choose, we think is the most optimal functional region. So the right hand side is how we get it, step by step, how we choose it. The first step is positive negative charge screening. We need to, we chop this whole length into 30,000 candidate regions. And then we do the positive and negative screening. And to make sure this sequence of the collagen we choose can react with the cells. If it cannot react with cells, it's useless. So only 2,000 candidate regions left. And in the second step, they choose whether it have the right structure, whether they have triple helix structure, the gene sequence is same, and only 300 candidates region left. And then the third one, we need to make sure whether it can water solute or oil solute, or the active rate is high, or the efficacy is high. So only 80 candidate regions left. And then we compare them, like using over 30,000 times scientific experience to compare them and to get this one optimal region. And for the whole steps, we use 15 years to do that. Here you can see C1P is the optimal region that we chose. You can see here the gray bar on the left, collagen, is actually the active rate of human collagen itself. You can see CP1P is even higher than it. So it's 1.83 times of human collagen active rate. So our collagen is very effective. Don't need to put too much dosage in it. And this is the research by a professor of the top universities in China. They use our collagens and to ensure that, to make sure like the results, our collagen plays an important role in skin cell adhesion, cell proliferation, cell migration, gene and ECM expressions. And this paper is already published. Here is the ex vivo test. You can see here, because our collagen is gene sequence is 100% same as humans, and also the active rate is really high. So for ex vivo test, we can see 1 ppm of our raw materials start to effect. And also you can see the down below the index. When you use our Jingbo's type 3 collagen, in your skin, not only your type 3 collagen increases, also other types of collagen can be regenerated, such as type 1, 4, 5, 7, and 17. And also your skin's elastic index is increasing too. Here are the close pictures of the diagram that showed you. I just come. If you want the interested to our collagen, we have the complete efficacy reports and penetration reports can show you that. And here is the in vivo test. This is doing for 28 days, 33 subjects, and only topical use, twice per day. And you can see all the index. The blue bar is the sample using our collagen, only 50 ppm. And the orange bar is the control group. So you can see all the index that are significantly increasing. For example, crow's feet, eye wrinkles, nasolabial folds, such the brightness, all the indexes. Here are some examples. Like you can see, the first one is the roughness of your skin. Only 28 days, from day 0 to day 28. And the next one is the under eye liner. And another one is, you can see the nasolabial folds is getting shorter and lighter. And also you can see from this paragraph, actually this is not clear, but you can also see the pore size of your skin getting smaller. And the last one is the neck wrinkle, getting fewer. Jingbo actually has the world's only 2 injectable grade vegan collagen products approved by the regulations. Here is our products picture, which are already sold more than 10 million pieces in China right now, and no negative feedbacks. So it shows our raw materials, even injected, is very safe and effective. And here is the amino acid sequence report. So when the scientists get you the results that this amino acid sequence is the best one, how can you make sure when it's industrialized, we gave the same product with the same amino acid sequence? So we can give you the report of our products to show that our product have the same, exactly the same amino acid sequence as human collagen. Here another study from the university professors team. You can see they said if there is non-human animal acid sequence or tags in your structure, they definitely cannot construct the same structure as humans. Maybe like the below two diagrams. So below two diagrams are different from humans, and there is another problem, it's hard to penetrate as well. So for the left, if the structure added non-amino acids sequence in it, the structure is not the same as your own collagen. The collagen's interaction with cells will be a problem. It's hard to let cells to like adhesion, spreading, migration, and etc. Here you can see the right-hand side picture. That is the real human collagen picture. Actually, the collagen is a network in your skin. The gap between the networks is about 10 mu. And the left-hand side picture is our Jingbo's vegan collagen. The gap between it is the same as humans. It is also 10 mu. So it can support the cells. Actually, the different cells like melanocytes or fibroblast cells are climbing on the collagen network. So we can provide the same environment for the cells to function very well. Here you can see the comparison between Jingbo's product and other collagen. You can see they cannot construct the right structure and the right networks actually. So if they cannot construct the right structure, how can they make sure the cells can function well? How can they know they are effective? There's a problem. Here, actually, in the market, there are lots of ingredients in the market for anti-aging. But actually, they all stimulate collagen regeneration. And the collagen regeneration is only collagen type 1. But our Jingbo's collagen can provide you a lot of different types of collagen. And also, our collagen is same as humans. We can say that when you use Jingbo's collagen, it replenishes the collagen itself and also can fix the collagen's networks and let it stimulate other types of collagen regeneration too. In the future, actually right now, we also have these, but in the future we will have more types of collagen will coming out in the market, and we have different molecular weights for customers to choose, and also you can choose like combinations in your formula to solve the targeted skin or like hairs problems, and to can solve the like such as anti-aging, repairment, sun protection, oral care, and even hair care. This is very brief about our Jingbo Biopharma company. We are a listed company, pharmaceutical company, and we have over 800 staffs, including 200 R&D staffs. We have 158 patents published, and also over 200 high-quality articles published, even in Nature and Science. And we have multiple R&D platforms and 200,000 square meters of the industrial basement. This is the world's largest production industrial basement in the world right now on the vegan collagen. And actually, we are not only producing vegan collagen, we also focus on all other functional proteins, such as the proteins for anti-HPV and also the proteins for COVID-19. Because we are pharmaceutical companies, we have a lot of different clinical products. And also, our quality requirements for the quality of products will be very high. Here we have certificates, all the certificates that you need. We have including halal certificates, vegan certificates, EFFCI, and so on. And here is the picture of our industrial base. If you have time, come to China, welcome you to visit. Here is the some example pictures of inside of industrial base. So if you are interested in our collagen, vegan collagen, and have more questions about it, we are always welcome you to stop by our booth. Our booth is just the interface of this door, so we can talk more about our products. We actually have a lot of vegan collagen types for you to choose. So our booth is 11. Thank you for your time. Thanks.
Thank you, Ms. Z. Again, unfortunately, we don't have a lot of time, but I think Ms. Z will join us during a coffee break and networking session, so you may ask her some of your questions. Our next presentation, let me check, that is about an interesting topic called cosmetic manufacturing equipment and environmental impact, making money through sustainability. So this will be tackled by the founder of Lexa Mix, a pioneering company at the forefront of advanced mixing technology. With a wealth of experience and a passion for innovation, he has established himself as a leader in the development and the commercialization of cutting-edge vacuum mixers. This expertise spans from initial research and development, R&D, to the full-scale production of the sophisticated machinery. Ladies and gentlemen, let's have a big hand for Axel Wittek.
Good afternoon to you. As you have heard, I am Axel Wittek. I am the owner of Lexa Mix, and I'm coming from the north of Germany, and having been living in Indonesia for 18 years. So actually our vacuum business started in Indonesia in 1986. It was a machine for the company PT Yasodor, known now as L'Oreal. So we are 30, almost 40 years in this business. What I'd like to say, it started in 1986 with a company in Singapore, and we have been shareholder in PT Indolaval Jakarta. Then I sold in 2002 my patents to Tetra Pak, and they continue to produce vacuum mixer under the name Tetra Almix Delta. Maybe some of you know that name. Right. I was working then 16 years as a consultant for big international companies like Procter & Gamble and Coty and so forth, and working how will the factory look like in the future. What kind of machinery we will need to master the future. And with anti-aging, you know, to get something into your skin, it's not so easy. And if you buy a machine by today, the machine will last 20 years, 30 years. So as a maker, you have to be at least 10 years ahead of time. So we have been supplying machines around the world in the past, and by now our main base is actually in China. We are producing in Shanghai, and I have a partner there, and we sold in the last 4 years 83 vacuum mixing plants. We are a vacuum mixing technology company providing process equipment to manufacturers which got a license from us. So we are not producing any more ourselves. We are giving them drawings, we are giving them know-how, and they are producing and they are selling the equipment. As I mentioned, our first product was L'Oreal or PT Yasodor. Unfortunately, there's an error in writing PT Yasodor. I'm sorry for that. Today, as I mentioned, we produce in China because it's more cost efficient. Germany, it's quite expensive because vacuum mixer is a lot of work and manual work. We do vacuum mixers from 5 liter to 10,000 liter, with hydraulic if you want to, or without. We are following GMP standards also for our less expensive machines. This is a lab mixer 10 liter, and that one has external circulation. We have external circulation and internal circulation. Maybe you know the difference. Internal, the homogenizer sucks the product, and inside the homogenizer it goes back to the tank. And external circulation is, it goes into the rotor stator and external pipe back to the top. So now we are coming to the part where I will slow down a little bit. All of us, we like our Earth. Not all of us are very sensitive about the Earth, and our water consumption is here very high. So if you like to make machines for the future, you have to consider that the cost of providing sustainability are not getting too high. So you have to make money with the machines and not spending money. So we produce equipment which makes money through sustainability. I think many of you have seen all this type of charts and so forth, but what is new is actually our equipment, the vacuum mixer, makes the money through sustainability and AI. So, where we can make money? You can see DI water is one of the utility supply going into machines, and you need DI water for your product, and you need DI water for cleaning. So that is one part. Then waste reduction from batch making. Normally you have in a 1,000 liter machine between 10 to 20 kilo losses. We minimize that to 5 to 10. So you make around 10 kilo more product. If your product has a higher value, you can imagine if you do 300 batches a year, how much you will make. Then batch time reduction by direct dispersion of ingredients into the homogenizer. So instead that you have to turn the product many times in your making system, we inject it directly into the rotor stator tools, and by one cycle the product is, the raw material is fully dispersed. Cold water quenching. In the beginning, you hold cold water back. So let us say 20% or 25%. Then if you have made your emulsion, so the oil phase is into the hot water phase, you have higher viscosity. And with a rotor stator system, it means higher viscosity, smaller droplets. Then as you start cooling down from 80, you reach 70 degrees, you bring in the cold water phase directly into the homogenizer, and that gets dispersed in one go. Your temperature will straight drop from 70 to around 50 degrees. And by that, you will have, and you will not see any coalescence. And it takes less time. Then late product differentiation. That is a little bit more complex. Many customers have maybe 100 different combinations. But if you have emulsion from the 100 different formulation, maybe 80 have the same chassis. The difference then in the end, it's the active ingredients, the perfume, the color, and so forth. If you can make chassis, you will save a lot of money. And we will go into that a little bit more. Oh, what happens? Hello? Right. So for late product utilization, we will go a little bit deeper into that soon. So our services from XRX is help our customer to better understand the difference in equipment. We cannot say, oh, our customer buys 100 years from us. No, for some of them we are new and they buy maybe the first machine. But they have machine from China, they have machine from Jakarta, Germany, or some other suppliers. We will help you to scale up our machine to the other machines. So subjects like sustainability, factory of the future, smart manufacturing, is nothing new. Through my consulting time with big international companies, we have been talking mainly about future things. You know, Coca-Cola. Coca-Cola is breaking their base and sending it out all over the world. Big companies, they have the same idea, like to do high internal phase emotion and so on. We make many tests. For example, in Cincinnati, where one of the biggest cosmetic production maker sits. Then we have nuclear process patents for smart manufacturing and sustainability. Now we are partly manufactured in China, and hopefully we will go back to Indonesia in the next year, that we start manufacturing Electronics Junior, which is a less expensive machine, which also smaller companies can afford. And then partly we will still import some vacuum mixers from China, but the integration will be done by my former colleague, Mr. Kaiser, who is also on our table, and Mr. Moriarty. You can meet them after the speech on our table. We are doing modular system, and the reason, of course, we go to China, or we have been going to China, is lower cost as in Germany. The quality is about the same, and we teach our customer to operate our equipment at the highest efficiency level. So, I tried to get prices about utility costs in China. Unfortunately, I didn't find any company which cares about the utility costs. So I took the prices from our German customers, and I like to take the sample of the eye water and wastewater. And in Germany, for 1 cubic meter of hot eye water, you pay €19.60. For the wastewater, only €2.64. In total, €22-24. So, there is a big potential of saving. So keep in mind the €22.24. And not so big manufacturing place, they will make maybe around 20 cubic meter of hot water in a day. If you can reduce that to around 14 cubic meter by savings, you will save around 146 euro per day. 280 days, you will come to a saving of 41,000 euro. If you take it for 10 years, you have been paying your machine twice. And since it's only one thing, and if you look into where I'm using the eye-water most, it's for cleaning. And it's actually 90% of your eye-water goes into the making process. Unfortunately, only a third to make product, the rest is CIP. So if you can reduce your CIP water, you can make, you have seen the example, you can make 41,000 every year. And as I said, that is only one from 5 possibilities. The other thing is late product differentiation. As I said before, I will take only two samples. One is the eye water and the other one is late product differentiation. Late product differentiation is not that easy. Most of ASEAN cosmetic formulation are almost overloaded with ingredients. It seems a little bit more is better. But actually, you will need more surfactant and so forth, so more is better, it's very questionable. In every cosmetic laboratory, there is a list of all formulas you create for producing your products. Over time, the list gets longer. And with that, your warehouse bigger and bigger. What you will notice about these formulas is that while there are many hundreds of variants, there are often only a couple of dozen different base formulations. So how many of you are R&D people? Nobody is working in research and development? Okay. So the future formulation, European American cosmetic companies are using robust, proven base formulations, so-called chassis, to reduce number of formulas and add the final ingredients at low temperature, like active ingredients, perfume, preservatives, and so forth. And it brings an advantage because in the pharmaceutical industry since 5-10 years, you are talking about personalized medicine. It will come in the cosmetic as well. And you will mix your cosmetic most likely at home with a shaker. You will get base and you can try to make your own personalized cosmetics. How to create base your formulas. Screen all your similar formulas. Use the most robust formula as a base formula for as many as possible formulation variants. It is your chassis. What is the benefit if I go all through this trouble and make this base for your formulas? The benefit is speed up your development, shorter time to market, maximum 6 to 12 months for a complete new formulation where only the base is old. Optimized performance, since base formulas are used over time, you can optimize performance and cost. Cost saving is easier. Since base formula are used, less number of ingredients in the warehouse, bigger volume, better price, less storage space. Reduced testing requirement. The cosmetic regulations are getting more and more tough. When you have a base formula that you simply modify, you do not have to undergo all the safety tests because you have done it already for the base reformulation. Base formula can be used in multiple brands. If your company gets big enough and buys another company, if you have good base formulation, you can make the same product of the company you bought with your base formulation. Only the active ingredients and other differences you have to adjust. It is useful for testing new raw materials. So if you have new raw materials, you take your base formulation, if the raw material is part of the base formulation, and you are testing it with your base formulation. You can check the viscosity, you can check droplet size, you can check so many things, which makes new materials, ingredients, much easier to test. So, new ways of production of cosmetic. It's a late product differentiation. Late product differentiation basically is you have base formulations. In a big tank, you make your base formulation, big quantity. Then you bring it into a storage tank, and from there you can go into different product lines. So you have bigger vacuum mixer, smaller and smallest, and from there you go to the filler. So here you make your base, you store it. By today, tomorrow, or whenever you need the base, you go to the vacuum mixer and you put in the final ingredients. And that goes very fast. In 30 minutes, the batch is done. So your total batch time will reduce a lot. Your capacity in the production will go up a lot. So in the top you have Lexamix. In China we are working with Shazing. They are our agent for China, Taiwan, Hong Kong and Macau. Then you have Bintang Mas and PSI. These two gentlemen I mentioned, they are on our desk and we will work with them in Indonesia in the future. So we have a complete range of size. We have big ones until very small one, 5 liter. Mainly we are using counter-rotating education system. So you have in the top 2 gearboxes which are running one left and the other one right. And that counter-rotating education system is up to now actually the best education system you can have inside tanks. For example, companies like L'Oreal, they are using this since 30 years and they are still going on with it. And our customer in China with the 83 plants we have been supplied between 500 and 5,000 liters, all of them have counter-rotating agitation system. Because the counter-rotating agitation system, you can turn your product around one time per minute. If you have big tanks, it's a lot of product which can go around, and you can adjust the speed. The scraper has a speed, circumferential speed, of 2 meters per second maximum, but you can go down to 0.1 meter per second. And the propeller in the center, which is 0.6 of the diameter of the tank, it goes for 3.6 meters per second. And our homogenizer, it starts from 6 meters per second and it goes to 32 meters per second. Our homogenizer is a 2.5 stage homogenizer. It has 3 rotors and 2 stators. So, smart manufacturing at affordable investment. We do not copy, we develop new technologies because we need to make sure that you can use our equipment even in 10, 20 years. Is we doing something wrong? No? Right. So we have time, is it? Or we don't have time? 5 minutes. So here you find our email address. Susan is in Shanghai, and Zetya Mulyani is here, and Mr. Kaiser will personally give you his email. Right. So that was Lexamix and how we see the future and most of the international companies. Do you have any question which we can finish in 5 minutes? Nobody has questions? Okay. Then in case you have a question later on, you will find us outside. You are most welcome. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Mr. Axel. So again, if you have questions, please feel free to ask them to Mr. Axel. Of course, he's outside. Check out his booth. And I was told that we are having a coffee break again. So please be back after you get your refreshments and everything. Proceed with the other presentations for the remainder of the afternoon. So again, see you later. Thank you.
Also, please keep your networking cards and keep them with you when you visit the booth. Try to complete all the colors. Once complete, you can submit it to the Rainier Secretariat. Thank you.
TV education dari buat packaging orang buat packaging
From cells to genes, from discovery to construction,
banyak kawan-kawan yang memang
open the door to the unknown
packaging
world.
itu yang sangat
Peptides are tiny, but they have the power to reverse.
punya solid ya knowledge gitu ya.
saya juga
Shikai Biotech in Air.
profesional ya kan.
Oke, oke.
Saya juga bukan bidang masih mulai dari kita sudah berkarya
Oh, ambil ya.
kemudian ke downstream ke printing dan sebagainya itu perusahaan Jerman AW
Ya.
kemudian ini diambil alih oleh Nokan dan juga diambil Angkor lain dan diambil
Oh, di Angkor ya. Angkor lebih banyak ke itu.
oh dia ada divisi ada bagian dia ada divisi macam-macam saya di divisi
Perfect ya, Pak, ya. Itu pack pertama itu bagian dari Angkor. Bukan ya.
perfect ya rigid kayak gitu perfect
Itu tidak termasuk ya.
yang dulu ini bela prima
So far gimana Pak? Pokoknya packaging kan sekarang jauh.
Ya.
Iya, challenging-nya menjadi jauh lebih banyak ya.
ya challenging ya tadi itu yang saya katakan ya khususnya personality ya jadi arahnya sekarang kan security daripada user itu kan sekarang yang kita sebut millennial dan Gen Z ini
Iya, iya.
dan itu mereka yang consumer behavior-nya berubah. Kalau generasi seperti saya yang mungkin kalau belanja dulu dalam jumlah besar di supermarket, tapi kalau anak-anak sudah sekarang kan mereka main ke supermarket.
Iya, iya,
Ya,
iya.
yang tanda kutip konsepnya I buy today, I pay today, I use today.
Oh, oke.
Ya, jadi nah, itu makanya minimarket itu
Iya, iya.
nah, ini ada tempat atau
Iya, iya.
dari e-commerce itu konsep daripada packaging juga berubah jadi kalau dulu long run itu sekarang udah konsep sudah efek sekali karena organik efek sekali pemasaran di Indonesia itu nomor 30 dan efeknya ke packaging supply itu
Terus saya
ya udah
yang handle saya.
oh ya di ada beberapa orang
Siapa?
dari siapa
Ya itu saya yang handle kasus healthcare-nya itu formulation-nya dan sebagainya. Tapi challenge-nya kalau jika nanti kita bisa sustainable
ya itu dia
dan
itu dia
sustainable packaging dan sebagainya kayak gitu.
tadi saya katakan jadi konsep itu semakin kompleks jadi kalau dulunya itu hanya thinking adalah production, containment, communication, printingnya
Ya, ya.
tapi ya kalau sekarang udah konsepnya udah harus tiga lebih kompleks lagi harus kita yang tadi jadi berkaitan dengan short run itu harus fast delivery
Ya.
kemudian apa namanya sustainability ini ya sustainability kalau di Indonesia menurut saya yang make sense adalah yang kita bisa lakukan recycle circularity karena kalau biomaterial dan sebagainya itu boros karena kalau kita buatnya di tempat TPA bukan traveling landfill gitu itu nggak ada gunanya biomaterial itu kan organic waste sedangkan yang TPA bantar gebang ini 60% 70% organic waste itu tapi dia membunuh karena bisa menjadi biodegradable karena jadi compostable ada tumbuh ada oksigen ada apa jangan ya itu yang berkaitan the solution of the circularity banyak. Oke, tapi ya kayak pasti masuk lah. Saya kalau yang kurus ini singkat. Saya nggak berubah. Nanti ada yang jadi nanti kalau kan kita rumah pasca kita ada masih ada kedua ada kita salah dia karena produk ini dalam tiga nanti kita jaga besok. Nah itu yang terjadi kita juga jadi kalau benar yang dia kepentingannya dia kan masih terkait sedangkan yang kemarin nanti kita halalnya sertifikasi halal. Iya. Kayaknya sudah kan di Jawa sekarang ya Jawa Barat ya mulai survei saja. Kita nyambung lagi sebagai kerja apa ini dulu. Ada nanti kerjaan sendiri yang sertifikasi jalan. Tinggal ada project dari yang ada itu di transit. Saya lain certification kita sama kalau yang di Amerika ketika ini translate aja kemudian pakai SGS jadi mereka yang jadi bisa ngasih mereka certification dan sebagainya itu kira masa itu kan mereka yang masuk di tim di sebuah tidak ya, jadi kalau mereka ini sistem Indonesia kita bukan ada ini kalau sampai terapis itu kita jadi basic cycle dipakai lagi ini kan harus lebih satu itu saya sekarang lagi mau berinvest saya karena background saya kan saya juga ininya dulu ada yang prof siapa itu itu saya bisa tapi dari itu tadi asosiasi sekarang dia tapi anak ya sedikit tadi ya Pak stakeholder yang berperan di dalam pendidikan kalau sudah masuk dia paham saya tahu ya tapi dia misalnya standar industri belum nggak tahu ya iya artinya dikolaborasikan dengan saya pernah saya tawarin namanya ASEAN Relationship Ekonomi mungkin stakeholdernya sendiri dan ASEAN nggak sebenarnya kalau ada yang pakai seperti baru yang dari Indonesia nggak apa-apa ini dulu mulai ini maksudnya kayak non kewajiban ya, tapi bisa dilakukan kadang pemulung Indonesia nanti bisa pemulungnya jadi memang formal tapi nanti levelnya dia ada 5-15 untuk preman sampah ada sudah ada jadi saya menerjemahkan ke sehingga pemulai itu menjahitnya itu seperti itu kan udah jadi kita lihat dari bahasa itu masih kayak tapi jangan mau ngapain loh kalau lain itu beda harus apply harus apply beda pak khususnya itu regulasi legality-nya belum karena belum ada teknologi dan sebagainya kalau nggak jalan jadi dari sifatnya jadi road dan beda road apps itu ya cuma himbauan nggak ada satu legal setting.
From cells to genes, from discovery to construction,
tapi kalau aku yang nggak ada sudah
open the door to the unknown
saya
world.
tukang jahit kan tadi
Peptides are tiny, but they have the power to reverse. Gene Biotech in every quest. Discover the hidden secrets of polypeptide skincare raw materials and pharmaceutical intermediates. From research and development, production, customization, with unique liquid phase synthesis technology, has become the beauty peptide raw material industry well-known enterprises. Active Peptide is the only designated official production base in the world. Dr. Yu, the founder and chief scientist of the company, has been honored in the United States for decades. Illinois Special Contribution Award for New Drug Research and Development. Honorary title of Overseas Special Expert in Taishan Scholars in Shandong Province. Jintai Biotech has been awarded as the most growing enterprise in China Overseas Students Pioneer Park for many times. Through molecules, see the vitality of life. To establish a biomedical research and development platform with world-renowned universities and enterprises, with 10,000 square meters of high-standard production plant and research and testing laboratory, GMP production workshop and chemical park production base, set up 2 one-stop service centers in China and the United States, focus on the industry for more than 20 years. Jintai Biotech based on the forefront of science and technology, leading the development of the world's first blue copper peptide group standard. The company's products successfully passed the iOS 9001 quality management system. More than dozens of invention patents have been obtained, from peptide design to batch blue peptide raw material production. We adhere to the high standard of biomedical production concept and sustainable human development. The liquid phase synthesis technique is used. A variety of peptide products have been developed. Copper peptide, the world's first applied human peptide. Copper peptide invented Dr. Loren Pickard strongly recommended to the world. A single hexapeptide plate used by the U.S. Surgeon is authoritative safety assessment literature of products by exported to more than 30 countries and regions in the world. They have reached a quality with well-known brands at home and abroad. At the same time, it is also jointly developed by Harvard University, Stanford University, Scripps Research Institute, and other institutions. Open a community era of life Jintai Biotech. We are willing to explore more primary applications of peptide raw materials with you and share interesting peptide research and development process. Let Jitai be delivered to every corner of the world. To build a young, healthy, and sustainable future for mankind.
Nanti kalau udah setengah jadi baru itu namanya peta kompetensi.
In nature, tens of thousands of years are required for an amino acid sequence to evolve. But in biosynthesis technology, only one day is enough. With the development of biosynthesis technology, medicine, new materials, etc., making progress in food shortage, energy security, therefore, the biosynthesis technology with carbon neutrality, bringing sustainable development, which will promote human society into a new era. In the era of biological information, people can analyze nature and encode patterns to establish network structures based on different algorithms and synthesize different functional proteins, cell bodies, musculosa, tissues, organs, and even living bodies. Jimbo Pharma focuses on life sciences and successfully completes 7 collagen structure analysis items, which are included in the International Protein Data Plan, EDP. Jimbo Pharma has prepared the world's first recombinant humanized type 3 collagen through more than 20,000 experiments, which is a functional protein with the same sequence and structure as human collagen and a higher activity. Humanized collagen can intelligently identify cell loss, urge cells to conduct deep learning like AI, complete cell self-regulation in 28 days, and realize tissue and organ repair and reconstruction to obtain maximum benefits at a low resource and environmental cost. Jimbo Pharma is the first in the world to realize the standardized mass production of recombinant humanized type 3 collagen. It synthesizes collagen in E. coli by cell factory and biosynthesis technology, achieves large-scale production through fermentation.
Para pemainnya sudah bermain di pendidikan sampai asli dan sebagainya itu memudahkan mereka yang penting tentunya.
Okay, welcome back, and I hope you enjoyed your snacks, our refreshments, and we still have 4 more sessions to go before we wrap up day 1 of the 2024 ASEAN Personal Care Technology Summit 2024 for this year. We hope that all of you have learned a lot from our previous speakers and have explored the possibility of connecting with industry professionals. Of course, one of the benefits of having these events is networking. So don't forget, of course, to complete your networking cards to qualify for the raffle. So let's get back to hearing the exciting presentations of our speakers. Today we will hear the Director of Research and Development of Wanda and Skincare Associate Principal Scientist of Paragon Corporation. Wanda is a popular Indonesian skincare and cosmetics brand that has established an excellent reputation, focusing on providing high quality and effective solutions formulated to cater to various skin types. She will share her knowledge on skin lightening products for Asian skin. Please give a hearty applause for Ms. Leah Ogami. Hello, ma'am.
Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you so much for ASEAN Personal Care Summit Committee for inviting me as a representative of the Paragon Technology and Innovation. And today, I would like to talk about how to increase the efficacy of skin lightening product for ASEAN skins. Okay, before we talk about the strategy, how to increase the efficacy of lightening product, let's take a round about the current trend about the brightening effect. As you can see in the screen, the trend is collected from WIDIC over past years, from October 2023 up to September 2024. And in the trend mentioned that right now, bright and glow is become the number one most mentioned by the consumer in the ASEAN market. And then following by similar claim like whitening, lightening, and then glass skin, dull skin. So it's mean that for us, for the customer in ASEAN market, brightening is become the number one skin concern. And how is the impact for us, for industrial cosmetic? So it's a good chance for us. It's a good opportunity for us to make a lightening product because the market is still big and still be bigger after this. So let's have a new innovation for the kind of product. And before we solve a problem, we have to know what is the root cause. So for pigmentation itself, there is 4 factors mentioned here that influence the pigmentation process in our skin. The first factor is genetic. For genetic, it's influence how many melanocytes will have in each people. And as you know that melanocyte will produce melanin, and the amount and type of melanin, it can influence our skin colors. So, what happened in the ASEAN skin? For ASEAN skin, we have more and more melanocyte. And the second factor is medication. Some medication can lighten the skin, but some medication can induce the pigmentation process. For example, if you take medication for birth control medication, it can influence the skin pigmentation process and can intensify the pigmentation in our skin. So that's why someone that take kind of medicine, they get melasma. And the third factors from outside is sun exposure. When our skin exposed to the sunlight, then the sunlight will trigger our skin to producing more melanin because it has a function to protect our skin from the UV rays. And the last factors from the outside is air pollution. If we contacted with air pollution itself produces free radicals, and then the free radical is triggering to the melanogenesis process. So that's why if we expose to these outside factors, external factors, so the skin pigmentation will be more and more. And how about pigmentation characteristic for ASEAN skin? For ASEAN skin, we have color range from light brown to dark brown. And then we have more pigment. And when we expose to the UV light, our skin tends to get tanning. So that's why sun protection is very good. It's very important for us to make our skin brighter. Talk about UV radiation again. It is the most important, the most common factors that influence skin pigmentation. And as we can observe the screen, that right now the situation, the UV index is getting higher, especially for ASEAN region. The UV index is very high, and the level is high to high risk. And what is the impact of high UV index to us? It means that the potential for our skin to produce melanin will be more and more. That's why, again, UV protection is very, very important for us. Where is the melanin is produced? Melanin produced in the melanocyte located in the basal layer, which is the deepest layer in our epidermis. And melanocyte will produce melanin inside of the melanosome. The melanosome itself will be transferred into the surrounding cells up to the top of layer, stratum corneum, and will give a darker color to our skin. And how about ASEAN skin? ASEAN skin tend to get darker skin because, as I mentioned before, the melanin is more and more. Okay, and how about the melanin biochemical pathway itself? The melanin produced by enzyme tyrosinase, the precursor of tyrosine, and there is two types of melanin, eumelanin and pheomelanin. Eumelanin is melanin that has dark color. It has very good UV protection. But pheomelanin with light color, the protection from the UV radiation is less. And for ASEAN skin, we have more eumelanin than pheomelanin. And it is the holistic process of pigmentation in our skin. When we expose to the UV radiation, then our keratinocyte will stimulate to produce messenger. And the messenger will be brings to the melanocyte. Then our melanocyte will produce melanin inside of the melanosome. After that, the melanosome will be bring up to upper layer by purification process. And at the end of the step, melanin will be left on the top of our skin starting permanently. That's why we get the issue of skin darkening or pigmentation. Besides the UV exposure, irritant and skin injury also can impact to the skin pigmentation, because irritant can induce our skin to produce inflammatory mediators. That inflammatory mediators will induce our skin to produce melanin. So we have to be careful with UV and also irritant or skin injury. And this is the approach can be used to make our skin become brighter. As we mentioned before, that there are so many types of pigmentation process. So there are so many steps can be addressed to get brighter skin. The first one, don't forget to reduce the UV exposure. By this mechanism, so the keratinocyte will not stimulate it. After this, we can adding alpha MSH antagonist to prevent the messenger comes to melanocyte cell. At this process, don't forget to add inhibitor for tyrosinase enzyme. So our melanocyte will not producing melanin. And don't forget also to add anti-glycation active. Even we already inhibit the tyrosinase enzyme to produce melanin, some melanin still be producing. So what should we do? We have to add active that can inhibit melanin transfer, so it cannot reach the upper layer of our skin. And if the melanin still reach the top of layer of our epidermis, we can remove it by using or by stimulating the cell renewal by using exfoliating agent. And don't forget, anti-irritant and anti-inflammation is very, very important also. So we will discuss one by one about that mechanism. Number one, protect from UV radiation. To protect our skin from UV radiation, of course, sunscreen is very important for us, because by preventing that factors, we can prevent the skin darkening process. So what kind of active can be used for our formulation? We can use physical sunscreen like titanium dioxide or zinc oxide, and chemical sunscreen, or we can combine chemical and physical sunscreen. We call it as hybrid sunscreen. And to boost the efficacy of sunscreen product, we can add any material, for example powder, that can cover our skin, hide transparency particle or surface material. For example, titanium dioxide, mica, iron oxide, silica, or synthetic fluoride. Okay. Then, anti-irritant and anti-inflammatory. As I mentioned before, that if we contacted with irritant, it has a big impact for the skin pigmentation, especially for the area affected. It will produce hyperpigmentation or dark spot in that side. So if we adding anti-irritant or anti-inflammatory into the formulation, it will delay the response of melanogenesis inside of the skin. So don't forget that. What kind of active can be used? We can use allantoin, bisabolol, potassium glycinate, or other active that proposed by your raw material supplier. Then targeting to the signaling prior to melanogenesis, we can add in antioxidant to reduce the oxidative stress. This antioxidant can decreasing the stimulation for melanogenesis. For this mechanism, we can use vitamin C, resveratrol, astaxanthin, Q10 or other antioxidant that good for skin. And then we can add in anti-alpha MSH. This active can inhibit the alpha MSH to triggering the melanocyte to produce the melanin. One of material that can be used for that mechanism is androstenedione phenylalanine. Then, in the step of melanin production, we can brighten our skin by inhibit the peroxidase activity, inhibit tropochrome isomerase activity, or inhibit oxidative reaction. We can use alpha-arbutin, tranexamide, licorice, or the active inside the licorice, which is larbilin, kojic acid, and retinol, or other new generation of materials. And then transport of melanin. As I mentioned before that even if I already inhibit the melanin production, the melanin still can be produced by our skin. So we have to inhibit the transport of the melanin up to upper layer. And unfortunately, there is not so much active that works at that kind of mechanism. One of the mechanisms that very popular is niacinamide. And then melanin metabolism. In our skin, actually there is a natural process, we call it autophagy, by this mechanism, so the melanosome inside of our skin can be break down by the autophagy process, so the melanin inside of the skin will be reduced. Active that can be used, tranexamide acid or vitamin C also can be used. And then targeting the optical factors and stratum corneum. Yeah, the final destination of melanin actually in the upper layer of the skin, which is stratum corneum. And because of the cornification process, there are so many layers in the stratum corneum. And what is the impact to our skin? Our skin becomes thickened, and then the transparency will be decreased and darker or dull. So, to get brighter skin, more transparent skin, we have to remove the pigment in the stratum corneum layer and remove the skin cell there by exfoliating process. What kind of active can be used? We can use physical exfoliation or chemical exfoliation like AHA, EHA, PHA, or other new generation of hydroxy acid or enzyme. By using exfoliation, actually it's not only remove the skin cell, but also help the active in our formulation to penetrate well into the skin. Then, prevent protein carbonylation. Protein carbonylation can make our skin hues become like yellowish. So by adding active that works at protein carbonylation, we can reduce the kind of effect. Okay, that's the active that can be used for brightening product. There are many options, and you can choose which one that
goods for real formulation. But let's talk about the challenge on formulating of skin vitamin. Yeah, at least I assume that there is 6 challenges we face on the lab area. The first challenge is penetration, and then the safety, stability, formulation cost, lack of efficacy data, and also regulation constraint and limitation. First, talking about the penetration. As we know that skin consists of many layers: epidermis, dermis, hypodermis, and the epidermis itself consists of many layers. And thanks to the surrounding medium, because of its structure, so irritant from outside cannot go inside our skin. But also for the active ingredient, not easy for the active ingredient to go inside our skin and reach the target cell. And sometimes some active has a low penetration level, or some active don't have any data for the penetration level. So, how do we ensure that the active will be reached the targeted cell? Well, we don't know. So that is a challenge for us. Then, safety. As we know that many threatening agents like vitamin C, retinol, exfoliating agent, it's good for our skin, it's good and effective to threaten our skin, but it's irritant. Especially the irritancy level will be increasing if we combine 1 or 2 or 3 or more active ingredient that has irritation properties also. Or the irritation level will be increased if we increasing the active concentration. On the other hand, in the customer side, to get the very effective threatening effect, they have to use the product regularly for a long time. So, if at the first application or several applications, the consumer get irritant, so how they can continue the product? Of course, they will stop the product. So, irritant or safety issue will reduce the compliance of consumer to use the product. So that's why we have to consider about the safety of our formulation. The third issue is about the stability. Again, the example is vitamin C, retinol, alpha-arbutin. It's good, but we know that stability is challenging for us. If the stability is not good, so how do we guarantee that during the storage, during the usage by consumer, the efficacy is still good? We don't know. We can guarantee. If the active is degraded, so it's not only lose the efficacy, but sometimes producing another side effect. And sometimes the instability of formulation noticed by the consumer by the color changing, smell changing, and they won't apply the product anymore because they think that it's not good anymore to be used for us. So stability is very challenging for brightening product. Then formulation cost. Again, vitamin C, arbutin, retinol is very expensive. If you want to make a formulation, especially for mass market product, not so many options for the active we have. So what's we do? Then, lack of efficacy data. Right now there are more than 100 active material sell in the market. Maybe outside, we don't know, with different kind of mechanism. But because of the regulation, because they cannot test the active ingredients in the animal testing, so sometimes we lack of the data, the safety. And for the efficacy, sometimes not enough for us. So if there is no efficacy and safety data, how do we guarantee that the product, that the active will be works well in our consumer skin? And then another challenge is about the regulation constraint and limitation. Some active that's good enough, that's fast enough to produce threatening skin is under drug regulation. It cannot be used for cosmetic product. Sometimes raw material manufacturer try to make the derivative one, but still not easy for us to use because of the less or lack of efficacy and safety data. Okay, so how to tackle it? Number one, we can use delivery system to improve the permission of active into the targeted cell. As I talked before, that some active need to reach deeper layer of epidermis, so delivery system will help. This is the illustration about how active ingredient can be bring to the inside of our skin by delivery system. Yeah, right now there are so many options for delivery system, like nanoparticles, liposome, polymeric microparticles, or any other technology. And you can choose it. You can choose it based on your what kind of active, what kind of your target. And then another tips is we can combine active with different mechanism. So the efficacy will be more and more because they are synergies. And by combining one active with other active with different mechanism, no need for us to use every active with high concentration. And the impact is good for safety also. So when you choose what kind of active will be used on your formulation, please check the mechanism. Is it same mechanism or different mechanism? And do not use same mechanism in one formulation because it's not so increasing the efficacy. And then if you only have limited on formulation cost, you can prioritize your active with active that has multiple mechanisms. For example, niacinamide. As you know that niacinamide not only inhibit the transfer of melanosome, but it's also good for barrier. It can reduce the sebum. It can reducing or soothing the inflammation due to the retinol usage. It can boost the efficacy of sunscreen. So niacinamide will be a good option for cost-effective formulation. And then don't forget to use sunscreen in your regime. Please use broad spectrum, not only UVB but also UVB and UVB. And then when you combine one active with other active or one active with your base, don't forget to check the compatibility. How about the pH? How about the solubility? Because if it's not compatible, so the active will be degraded. It will not have a function anymore. And then you can combine active that are soluble in the water phase and oil phase for optimum efficacy. For this tips number 6, as you know that there is one theory that mentioned that in the daytime and in the night time our skin condition is different. Yeah, skin tone theory. Yeah. You can use that kind of theory to improve the efficacy by maximize your active on your night treatment, not on your day, but on your night. For day, the most important thing is sunscreen. And dose makes the efficacy and safety. So choose the right dose for your formulation. Higher dosage doesn't mean that the efficacy will be higher. But of course, the irritancy level will be higher. Sorry, I cannot. Okay. This is the mechanism that can be combined together. You can choose the different mechanism for your formulation. And then, if you already choose the good formulation, if you already test the formulation, don't forget. If we put the formulation in the wrong packaging, the efficacy, the stability will be gone. So choose the right packaging because it can help to protect your active inside, your efficacy inside during the storage or long-term usage. And if needed, you can put any information or label about how to protect your active inside. Okay, as a conclusion, to improve the brightening process, the brightening skin, sunscreen is must. Use multi-pathway approach. Use delivery system. Don't forget exfoliation and just the right packaging. Thank you so much for your attention.
you, ma'am. Again, if you have questions for Ms. Dia, of course, you may ask those later during the networking event. So we have another presentation. This is about a significant presentation on peptide research and applications from a global perspective. So this will be discussed by the Deputy General Manager and Sales Director of Sangdong Jitai Biotech Company. This is a high-tech enterprise specializing in the research, customization, and the production of peptide-based skincare raw materials and pharmaceutical intermediates. The company manufactures and markets over 100 high-purity peptide powders and solutions. So again, a round of applause for Mr. Alan Lee. Sir.
Thank you. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon. I'm very thank you for coming to my speech. I'm Alan Lee. I'm the Deputy General Manager of Jitai Biotech. And I'm very happy to have this opportunity to introduce my company. Okay, Jitai Biotech is the leading peptide manufacturer with patented technology. So the Jitai Biotech is also the site of the active peptide. The active peptide is, as you may know, is a well-known American brand for peptides. Okay, first, what are cosmetic peptides? They are the very small protein made of amino acids, and they have high activity, passivity, and different functions. And they have low molecular weight, so they can easy to absorb to the skin. Jitai Biotech was established in 2013, and our product covers 13 countries and regions. We have more than 2 granted patents and 13 product categories. Okay, this is our company introduction videos, so please take a few minutes to watch it.
From cells to genes, from discovery to construction. Open the door to the unknown world. Peptides are tiny, but they have the power to reverse. Jitai Biotech in every quest. Discover the hidden secrets of polypeptide skincare raw materials and pharmaceutical intermediates. From research and development, production, customization, with unique liquid phase synthesis technology, has become the beauty peptide raw material industry well-known enterprises. Active peptide is the only designated official production base in the world. Dr. Bin Liu, the founder and chief scientist of the company, has been honored in the United States for decades. Illinois Special Contribution Award for New Drug Research and Development. Honorary title of Overseas Special Expert of Taishan Scholars in Shandong Province. Jitai Biotech has been awarded as the most growing enterprise in China Overseas Students Pioneer Park for many times. Through molecules, see the vitality of life. To establish a biomedical research and development platform with world-renowned universities and enterprises, with 10,000 square meters of high-standard production plant and research and testing laboratory, GMP production workshop and chemical part production base, set up 2 one-stop service centers in China and the United States, focus on the industry for more than 20 years. Jitai Biotech based on the forefront of science and technology. Leading the development of the world's first blue copper peptide group standard, the company's products successfully passed the ISO 9001 quality management system. More than dozens of invention patents have been obtained, from peptide design to batch beauty peptide raw material production. We adhere to the high standard of biomedical production concept and sustainable green development. The liquid phase synthesis technique was used. A variety of peptide products have been developed. Copper peptide, the world's first applied beauty peptide. Copper peptide inventor Dr. Loren Pickard strongly recommended to the world. A single hexapeptide plate, used by the U.S. Surgeon's authoritative safety assessment literature and products are exported to more than 30 countries and regions in the world, and have reached a cooperative relationship with well-known brands at home and abroad. At the same time, it is also jointly developed by Harvard University, Stanford University, Scripps Research Institute, and other institutions. Open a whole new era of life G-Thai biotech. We are willing to explore more abundant application scenarios of peptide raw materials with you and share interesting peptide research and development process. Let G-Thai be delivered to every corner of the world. To build a young, healthy, and sustainable future for mankind.
Okay, let me introduce the founders of our company. The founder is Dr. Geng Yu. He's also the chief scientist of our company. And the co-founder and CEO is Janet Zhu. The Dr. Cheng Zhaoran is he's our lab director and is an associate professor from Harvard Medical School. And this is about our customers. As I mentioned earlier, our product covers 30 countries and regions. So our customers include P&G, Shiseido, Evonik, Tritmax, and so on. And this slide shows some customers visits and collaborations. Include some international large companies such as ESD Lauder, Galderma, and Ashland, P&G, and Evonik. And this is about our activities and exhibitions. Include CPE, PCHI, in cosmetics, and Ranger PCT. So you can visit us for these shows. Okay, as you may know, the copper peptide is the most famous peptide. And our copper peptide is recommended by Dr. Loren Pickard. He's the inventor of the copper peptide. He says if you want pure copper peptides, go to antipeptide.com. Okay, about our products, we have over 100 peptides, include pure peptide powder and solutions. And we have a broad list of the products. This is just a part of them, such like anti-wrinkle, brightening and lightening, and soothing the redness and oil control. Our peptide solutions include singular solution and complex solution. We have thousands of tons of capacity, and we make them from our self-manufactured powder and in the GMP standard environment. Our brand new ingredient just has been registered made in China. Its name is acetyl-dipeptide 1. It's for soothing redness and antioxidant effects. And you are welcome to test the new ingredient. We have multiple national invention patents, such as copper peptide and PRKBK, PRG2PR. And our another project, single hexapeptide 8, is cited by CAR in the United States. Okay, as you know, we have large-scale peptide powder factory, and we had open ceremony in September 2023. And the factory is located at industrial park in China, and it has 30,000 square feet with GMP standard, and it is focusing on production, prefection, and packaging. And this is our research center. It has 10,000 square feet, equipped with first-class instruments. And this is our product solution, peptide solution production center. It has 12,000 square feet with GMP standard. And we also have the customer center and warehouse in Shanghai, China. It has 8,000 square feet. And this is our customer service center in Boston, USA, based in the US. In the US, it's just for storage and global shipping. Okay, this is about our qualifications and owners. We have a lot of patents, and we are the quality standard cycle, and we have the high score of the EcoVadis. EcoVadis is just for global corporate social responsibility. Okay, finally, we are committed to be your best peptide partner. Again, I want to see Jakarta Biotech is the leading cosmetic peptide manufacturer with patent technologies. And this is our company QR code. You can use it to enter our company website. Okay, you are welcome to stop by my booth, and the booth name is Talk if you want to know more details. So thank you for your time.
Thank you, Mr. Allen. You can share your feedback again and ask questions by visiting his booth outside the hall. So again, I encourage you to stay until we hear the presentation of one of our speakers. So we have a representative from the ASEAN Cosmetics Association. Again, let me just present right now a leading figure in the essential oil and aromatherapy industries. Will be sharing his knowledge on environmentally friendly and naturally organic raw material. He holds key roles in several organizations, including our partner association, Indonesian Essential Oil Council, DAI, the Indonesian Aromatherapy Association, so IAA, and the Indonesian Wellness Institute, IWI. He's also a co-founder and now the Secretary General of the Asia Oceania Aroma Association. Let's hear fresh insights from Mr. Feli Agustian Sole. Please, round of applause for Mr. Sole. Sir.
Good afternoon. Thank you for staying. Are you guys sleepy? No. Oh, I am. Thank you. Thank you, here to host this beautiful event. And thank you for staying up to these last sessions. So, I want actually to introduce Indonesian Essential Oil Council, being like the umbrella for all the aroma-related stakeholders in the industry. As you can see, we are not really quite new. We are not really established, well established like the others who were starting in 1990s, but we just started in 2006. And it was started because of the main concern about essential oil industry. At the time, the trend of the productions of many of the essential oils from Indonesia are were going down. So we decided to form this DALI, supported by the Ministry of Industry and the Ministry of Agriculture. And it is actually a platform for all agribusiness and agro-industry stakeholders, starting from the farmers, the distillers, the traders, the manufacturers, exporters, everybody, including the academicians, researchers, government, non-government, and even importers. So we kind of look after everybody so that our vision can be achieved, which is Indonesia as the center of the essential oil excellence in the world. Before I have a question. Anybody knows what is this plantation? No? Okay, then nobody gets a voucher today. This is patchouli. So if you are in the aroma industry, you know that in Indonesia we supply to the world market 90% of it, of patchouli oil. Okay, our missions is actually to unite all the essential stakeholders, and thank God that we have already managed that for almost 2 decades. And we increase the competitiveness. We want to have a fair play for everybody, not stabbing each other from the back. So, and encouraging also, of course, the essential oil developments. And we also work together with many foreign counterparts, especially the international ones that we've already been aware of. And they are companies like already 125 years old, established already. So that's why I was telling you that we are quite new actually, because we are dealing with them who's already like over a century old institutions. And so that the aim is to advance the essential oil agribusiness and agro-industry for the welfare of stakeholders can be achieved. As of today, we have 382 members, consisting of 70 companies, producers, manufacturers, and also exporters. And we have about 39 organizations, another associations, smallholders, distillers, is falling under the second one, and then individuals, 272. So individuals means all of them pay their membership fees to us. Being a non-profit, not-for-profit organization, we rely on our members. So when individuals join in, it could be like only enthusiasts, aroma enthusiasts, could be reporters, could be also persons who already retired. Persons would like to know about the industry. And they all pay. So that's why we can actually sustain all these years because of that. As a natural raw materials, so this is very important that essential oil is a hydrophobic type of liquid, and it's very volatile. It evaporates within even seconds. So we need to put a proper formula. We have the long-lasting fixative type of oil, such as patchouli. Why is it liked very much in the world is because of its fixative characteristics. It holds everybody else for a longer period. And it contains the essence of plants fragrance, where it is derived from various essential oil-bearing plants, such as clove, nutmeg, citronella, lemongrass, ylang-ylang, and so many others. So Essential oils have been widely used as a natural raw materials for these products discussed today. So since this morning, everybody is talking about the end product, the downstream. I think I should have presented first because we are really at the upstream. We are really the one that the forerunners to produce the essential oil as a natural raw ingredients. So we have been also long known, more than 3-4 centuries, as a center of spices in the world, including essential oils. And we are very dominant in the world market, mainly for patchouli oil. And we are supplying about 90% to the world market. 80% of nutmeg oil we supply to the market, and clove oil about 70%, and citronella is about 60% to the world market. So we also supply a major supplier for fatty oil, for sandalwood. As you can see from this chart, these are just the top 12 that we put up, the size of the productions that we produce every year. Now this quantity is discussed the beginning of every other year with our members, and we have agreed of these numbers. So this is, first of all, is turpentine, the highest, and then clove oil, citronella, patchouli, kachukut, nutmeg, burjun. Anybody knows burjun oil or heard of it? No? No? Then please Google it. Burjun is similar to patchouli actually, and a long time ago, it is used to adulterate it actually. So once the market becoming more and more educated, so we teach, including Dali's mission, is to teach the distillers, do not mix it, because you can sell it as what you call it, its own oil. So burjun oil, or kruing in Indonesian language, is well known because it's cheaper than patchouli. Masoya contains delta-lactone, so this is a very, very unique oil from Indonesia, only grown in Papua, and it has like buttery, it's like candy, sweet aroma. So masoya is also very highly demanded, but they are synthetics, of course. Patchouli, well, thank God, nobody is able to synthesize it yet. Always has to be natural. And we have black pepper, vetiver, and some others. Now, I screenshot this from a Japanese company who's selling citronella, usually during summertime, is very highly demanded, and it is used for many purposes. And this picture is actually taken in West Java. This is from their website. Okay, so as an outdoor spray, because citronella having the characteristics of natural mosquito repellents or insect repellent. And as you can see earlier, everybody is here already. I hope I don't miss all the big ones. This is one of the oldest FIFA cosmetic company, Mustika Sari Ayu. This is Pugasari, and also from Warga. And I took these two from the Japan Cosmetic Center. So they all now are going to the natural raw ingredients. So the demand is getting higher and higher. Now, maybe this is also quite new for many of you, which is the agroforestry. Everyone knows that we talk about forests, and then it's like, jungle, big, very dense, dark, and mossy and all of these. But actually, in Indonesia, we have started the initiatives since like a decade ago to combine forests with essential oil bearing plants. So this is to help the government, especially when you have the deforestation issue and also the mining problem. After they dug all, taking out all the minings, whatever they are, coal, gold, and whatever, and it's exposed. It's an open pit, and you just don't grow anything. No plants can grow there. But Kajuput, Indonesian eucalyptus, can grow well. And also citronella. So we started the program with the mining companies as their part of their CSR to do that. And we have two types of combinations: forest trees plus essential oil bearing plants. And the other one is essential oil bearing forest trees. Because like eucalyptus is actually sandalwood, agarwood is classified as forest trees, plus essential oil bearing crops or plants. You'll see some of this is thick wood in South Sulawesi, but below, underneath, is patchouli. So you will wait like, I don't know, maybe 10 years to get the thick wood before it is mature enough to be harvested. But in the meantime, the farmers on a monthly or bi-yearly, they can have a revenue from the perennial plants, such as patchouli. And then this is Kajuput tree and citronella combination. And as you can see, this used to be, I should have put the before planting. They are miners actually. So they grow this on top of mining open pit locations. So it's already been the big companies, the mining companies, they are already participating in this, and they build the distillation facilities on site, and they produce the oil. This is another example. This is timber. I think this is a chroma color. This is a type of light wood. And then you can combine with the Kajuput again and ananas. So you have like all type of revenue streaming from one particular land. And this is the land combined with coconut trees in here. Too bad this coconut tree is too tall. You see the trunk. And then this is in West Sumatra. And then Kananga or Lang with citronella. This is in South Kalimantan. Again, this is coconut with nutmeg trees in North Maluku. So nutmeg is an essential oil-bearing tree that can live and bear fruits under the shade. So normally, all essential oil-bearing plants you need a very strong sun to make it a good quality oil out of it. But for nutmeg, you can grow well under the shade. And then this is another sample, nutmeg with canary nut, or Java almond, they call it canary, kacang canary. And this is in Ambon, in Maluku Islands, as you can see the harvest. So, how about organic? Organic natural raw materials is possible to be produced. However, the quantity is still very, very limited. Okay, why? Because of the challenges. Because when you reduce the plant productivity, you use organic, you need more times to grow organically. You cannot use the boost up type of fertilizer, synthetic ones. So you need, you cannot compensate it with the price increase of the biomass, just instantly also like that. You need time to develop it. And then, cost of applying the certifications is also expensive for most farmers. So we need to work together And if it is a specific demand, because in the western part of the world, they require more. So you can actually go down together, talk with the farmers, speak of the demands and quantity, and sign a contract, and they can do it for you. We have the land, and we have the manpower. So in summary, essential oils as natural raw materials are available for various personal care products. This is very important. And essential oils are produced based on sustainability and environmentally friendly system. So earlier I spoke with one of my colleagues about circular economy. So in our case, we are going even further, which is upcycling economy. So what is the difference between circular economy and upcycling? As you know, circular economy is just going around to make sure that it's reused, re-waste, nothing is wasted and everything. But upcycling is creating a new product because of the process along the way. So upcycling is the new trend in the world that we should really work together with the industry, with the personal care, so that we can add value to the crude oil. Organic essential oils could technically be produced in large scale, like I said, by demand and by contract. And most important, we can facilitate. Anybody who would like to work, you don't know where, you don't know who, you don't know when, then can come to us and we can assist so that we can collaborate. We help selecting potential partners, like what we do with the mining companies, so that can be used as matchmaker. Thank you, and hopefully everybody has a good evening.
Thank you, Mr. Ferdy, for that fresh and aromatic presentation. So let me ask our audience participants here if they have a question. I think we're handing out free items from Mr. Ferdy if you have questions. If you don't, if you have,
Is it raining?
any question? If you don't have, I'll ask a question because I want to get one of those items. So I think we have one.
Please.
You have a mic here? No, I'll approach. Here it is.
Hello sir, my name is Mia. I'm from a small company in manufacturing body care product. I really interested in essential oil as a base of body product. But my problem is always about the quantity. Is it possible if I want to be use the ingredients but in a minimum quantity or at least in a small quantity? Is it possible, or do you have any suggestion in how can I have the resources? Thank you.
Thank you. Yeah. Before I can answer that, there is one very important point. Please define small quantity or big quantity, because to me, to you, to anybody else, small might be different. So I need to know the quantity estimation or whatever before I can answer.
Okay. For average, I only purchase between 1,000 to 3,000 per month. It's a new product from 2021, so it's rather that small. It's really small. It's 1,000 to 5,000.
That is the end product, right? The retail product.
End product.
Okay. The end product is that.
For one SKU.
Okay, one SKU. So you are actually already in a better position than I am. You are producing over 1,000 of it. So, but I assume thousands of SKUs, meaning like maybe only, I don't know, Wuhan can help few hundred drops of essential oils. So it is small in our industry. So our farmers, our distillers, they would even produce like tons of the cost of essential oils, for example, chili, clove, or whatever. So, except if you specifically require exotic type of oil, then like sandalwood, for example, because it's very expensive, then you can you can get it. But even for small amount, we have also small companies or even cooperative that produce small quantities of essential oils. So you can, yes, you do. As well as you can get it.
Thank you, Mr. Ferry. Other questions for the last final item? None. Otherwise, we'll be wrapping off the F3 item tomorrow. Okay, please a round of applause for Mr. Ferry and his for that very insightful presentation. So, I think we're down to our second to the last presentation. The speaker of today's session is the Senior Consultant of OPEX Consulting Group. He has more than 24 years of solid professional experience in reputable multinational companies with extensive exposure in managing the operation for manufacturing and supply chain, including management of demand, supply, inventory, risk, project, and many other strategic management systems. He will have a presentation entitled Smart Manufacturing Technology and how it can enhance and improve the cost efficiency of personal care production. Let's hear the presentation of Mr. Sigit Dalmawan. Sir. A round of applause, please, Mr. Dalmawan.
Okay, thank you. So, good afternoon, everyone. So, it's very great to be here to discuss a topic that is not only timely but also very important in our industry. Smart manufacturing technology and how it can enhance the cost efficiency in personal production. So my name is Sigit Dalmawan. So I'm senior consultant specializing in operation in supply chain and also in digital transformation with over than 30 years of experience in this field. In today's session, we will explore how smart manufacturing technology can reshaping the way we produce, the way we package, the way we deliver our product to the customer, and also how smart technology also can significantly enhance the efficiency, the cost efficiency to the customer. So let me introduce you to OPEX Consulting Group, a global consulting company that is providing the comprehensive solution for digital transformation and also operational excellence. So our core services actually include the end-to-end consultancy advisory across domains such as operation, supply chain, and also digital transformation. So with present on 17 countries, we also working with diverse clients. We combine the local insight and also the global expertise to deliver the comprehensive and also the impactful solution. So now we will explore what is the challenge in industry and how we at OPEX address this issue through smart manufacturing technology. So let's take a moment to see what is the challenge in industry, especially in manufacturing and also in supply chains. That company need to become more flexible and also more innovative in their processes. So first, that increasing the complexity in our operation, and also it's also compounded by the need to adopt the new technology and innovative material, which is require a big investment and also customization. At the same time, company also face the profit reduction due to the intense market competition. And this impact also to company how to improve the efficiency in the operation. And the market is also becoming more competitive. And that impact on the business how to adopt the new trend and also the changing of the market requirement or market need. And in addition, also the rise of the emerging market also impact on how the company to fulfill the demand and while also maintaining the quality and also the speed. And the other critical issue is about the stricter environmental regulation and safety standard that require company to follow to innovate their processes and also their products. And on top of that, there is increasing disruption in global supply chain, shortage material, shipment late, etc. And finally, companies still struggle with facing the operational inefficiency because of they still doing the manual processes, disconnected system, not integrated system, etc. So in summary, actually, the businesses need to act quickly and adopt the smart strategy to tackle these challenges. So today's industry we face what we call as the explosion of complexity, especially in where manufacturing and also the supply chain becoming more complex because of the growing demand. So to stay competitive, and then company need to be more flexible, more connected, and more efficient in their operation. At the same time, customer also wants to personalize and high quality product that made in a sustainable way. And the globalization also forced the company to remain integrated and also secure in all entire supply chain. So by adopting smart and connected technology actually will help enhance company to tackle these challenges with the proper and the right strategy. Company not only can navigate the complexity, but also gain the competitive advantage by reducing the inefficiency in the operation. So let's take a moment about what actually drives success in modern manufacturing. So at the core of every operation, actually there are 5 critical elements: quality, cost, delivery, safety, and moral. And this 5 element actually is tied, linked into the achieving revenue growth and profitability, which is the very essential for the business. And to meet this objective, actually the company or the business need 2 key pillars. One is about the digital transformation of the system and business processes, and the second is modernization of the production processes and technology. And this action is also supported by selective Industry 4.0 technology solution, such as IoT, advanced analytic, automation, etc. The other side, organizational side, it is equally important that business also consider how to develop business process improvement and human capital development, and that integrated to the Lean Six Sigma to drive the operational excellence. So if we're talking about the digital transformation, it's not only talking about the technology, but also how we develop the process, business process improvement, and also how we develop the people to do the digital transformation. So integrating this strategy actually enhance a company to be more efficient, to be more productive, to be more competitive, in the market. So increasing demand and market complexity again require agility. Yeah, from launching, executing, and adapting faster than ever before. And also to be succeed, company need to focus on optimizing resource management, to adopt integrated, holistic digital technology solutions, and also leveraging the real-time analytic and intelligence to drive a company or business more faster and more speed in decision-making processes. So actually, the smart technology solution actually also providing the tools and processes that can help the company to improve their efficiency. So this slide actually is showing how the traditional approaches in our company operation. So, which is talking about the disconnected manual processes, and this lead to the inefficiencies in every operation. So the processes like from the financial planning, production planning, manufacturing operation, new product planning, distribution, and the others still run actually on the separate. And manual processes need to consolidate the multiple data source and also non-integrated system. And the result is, we know that the impact is very significant to the business performance, like poor collaboration, inconsistent result, and etc. So, actually the traditional approach is, the key issue in traditional approach is include the limited visibility, talking about the fragmented data of the inventory, production, and logistics. Departmental silo. Each department have the metrics, goal, different metrics that not align with the company goal. Data silo system, manual data transfer leads to delay and error. And then the process itself is not tied to the sales and operation strategy. And the other side, business still face the specific issue on process in certain area like the demand forecasting, which is inaccurate, talking about the forecast accuracy, etc. And in the planning, reactive and difficult to adapt the change. In the operations, the manual processes, limited automation, higher labor cost and inefficiency. In logistics side, we talk about the static roles and scheduling, limited tracking capability, and in quality assurance, manual processes lead to the inspection and data considered slow and efficient. So, in summary, actual traditional approaches leads to the higher cost, lower productivity, lower responsiveness, etc. So, this digital connected supply chain actually is work to integrate and optimize every phase in supply chain. By leveraging advanced technology, actually this approach ensures that seamless data flow, better collaboration, and also faster decision-making process across supplier, manufacturing, distributor, and also the customer. So it starts from the new product development. Technology like the recipe development and laboratory will help company to design new products, and then go to and connect it to demand forecasting, planning, material processing, raw material, and etc. And the first like the IPP, integrated business planning, CRM, ERP, enterprise resource planning, WMS, warehouse management system, will help this process to manage the forecast, to manage the customer order, etc. And then go to the scheduling and production using tools like the MES, Advanced Planning Scheduling, MES, Manufacturing Execution System that help company to manage the quality, to manage the process optimization, etc. And also the process control. And from the delivery and distribution, actually road and fleet management system, OMS, order management system, pick to line, etc. to ensure that the product can be delivered to the customer with efficient and accurate. And this process actually is also supported by low-code, the technology like the low-code application program and robot process automation, and also supported by the other support system like from finance, IT, HR, etc. And integrate with the continuous improvement program. Remember, when we talk about the digital transformation, not only talking about the technology, but also how we improve the business process. So if we integrate and implement this strategy, actually the company will enhance the capability to be more productive, to be more efficient, and so on. So if we do transitioning from traditional supply chain to digital connected supply chain, will give the benefit for corporation in multiple dimensions. First, it delivers operation excellence by real-time monitoring, reducing waste, optimizing process, improving plant efficiency, flexibility, and quality. And by utilizing resource efficiency, optimizing process, company can achieve the significant cost saving in labor, in inventory, and transportation costs. The connected supply chain or manufacturing also enhance the agility to adapt the market change, to handle supply chain disruption, to meet the customer demand. And the result is improve the responsiveness to the customer, enhance the customer loyalty through the faster and reliable services to the customer. So, by integrating the all advanced technology system, actually also support the sustainability by minimizing waste, energy consumption, inefficiency, and also to support the promoting the environmental goals in the company. So let's see what is the contribute to manufacturing cost. So this slide actually showing how the manufacturing cost can be break down into the three categories: material, labor, overhead, and also highlight the potential solution how to reduce this cost. Material actually contribute a big portion in manufacturing cost, 60 to 75%. Maybe it depends on the kind of the business. How to reduce this one? So we can implement the tools like the Operation Excellence, Six Sigma methodology to eliminate the waste, to eliminate the non-value-added processes. And then we're talking about inventory reduction, change over material using the technology like advanced planning scheduling, using the MES to manufacturing execution system to manage the quality, to manage the process control, and also to improve yield and also the OEE, and also the WMS, warehouse management system to improve the accuracy in managing in the warehouse. And then labor contribute 5 to 10%. And to address this, we need to again use the tools, lean processes, and also the MES, we change over reduction, MES, manufacturing acceptance system to manage the quality, to reduce cycle time, OEE, and etc. That's the impact of the implementation of the solution to the labor. And the overhead, 20 to 30% contribution to manufacturing costs by increasing the energy efficiency through the MES and also the OEE, and also the how to optimize the layout and space using the plant simulation, and also capacity utilization or resource utilization with advanced planning scheduling. So implementing this solution actually will impact on the company how to improve the productivity, reduce the cost, reduce the inefficiency, increase the responsiveness to the customer, and etc. So this slide showing the challenges actually across the engineering manufacturing services due to the silo system, manual process, disconnected system, etc. So we focus on the design, manufacturing engineering, manufacturing execution services that rely on silo ERP, silo MES, and then also isolated tools, etc. So, and this system is mostly in the company is not integrated seamlessly and lead to many efficiency in this area. So, companies still have a problem facing the processes that are not meeting with the customer demand for fast innovation, sustainability, and flawless launch demand. So, adopting smart technology is very essential to handle this complexity. This slide actually also shows how the digital enterprises hold the key to developing sustainable business strategy. Focus on the three phases, starting from the design and then realize or implementation, optimize, that if work together in the company will impact on deliver the better outcome on time, on quality, and cost, flexibility, etc. Digital enterprise or connected business or manufacturing or supply chain also enhance the capability of the company to deliver the adaptability, agility, to react when market change happens. And also, digital enterprise also increases the capability company to energy efficiency, support decarbonization, which is essential for sustainability. Also, how to manage the increasing the resource efficiency and circularity, minimizing waste, and maximize the material use, and so on. So, if we're talking about the digital enterprise, will increase the capability for company to have a better, faster, more profitable, and more sustainable in the business. So, this slide actually shows how the multiple solutions working together to create agile supply chain and also manufacturing. Instead of relying on the single solution, business need to use the different solution to handle specific issue effectively. So, for example, for demand planning, we're talking about the solution like integrated business planning, RDNL, CRM, ERP, etc., to manage the forecast, to manage the customer order, etc. And then on the supply side, production planning using tools like the ERP, MRP, material requirement planning, enterprise resources planning to make the schedule to optimize the resource utilization. And then for the production scheduling, actually also using the APS, MES to execution the planning on the floor, on the shop floor. And in the center actually is about the digital accelerator, using the technology like the LCDP, low code application program, and also the robot process automation to integrate between system or solution within this function. So, the message is very clear. There is no single solution to handle every issue in our organization. So, we need to combine to integrate multiple solutions to integrate system. And if we can, company can do the integration of the multiple solution, and the company will achieve the greater agility, accuracy, flexibility, responsibility, etc. to the customer, and will impact significantly to the business. So, the conclusion: transitioning from the traditional supply chain and manufacturing to the connected supply chain and manufacturing is not optional anymore. It is very essential. So, by leveraging the advanced technology will impact on how company achieve in improving productivity, reducing costs, reduce inventory, utilization, on-time delivery, improve customer satisfaction, etc. So I encourage you to identify the area where the technology can make the most impact in your organization. So by turning problems and challenges into the opportunity for improvement, we can create a business more sustainable, more reliable in the future. So thank you, and yeah, it's great taking your question. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Sige, for your wonderful presentation. I think we're down to our last presentation this afternoon. Thank you, sir. So now we will have a presentation from the President of ASEAN Cosmetics Association and Vice President of External Affairs and Business Development of Indonesia Cosmetics Association, Gary Cosme. She is active in the cosmetics business in Indonesia, ranging from own brands, contract manufacturing, as well as distribution of cosmetics ingredients. She has developed a large international as well as a national network in the industry during her 20 years of experience. So let us all welcome our last speaker, and please a warm round of applause for Ms. Juanita Adityawan.
I'm the president of ASEAN Cosmetic Association. Consists of Indonesia, Malaysia, Philippines, Singapore, Thailand, and Vietnam, and Myanmar. Percosme is the oldest and largest cosmetic associations in Indonesia with more than 600 members. Today I would like to share with you the overview of sustainability regulations among ASEAN countries, including Indonesia. Perhaps interesting for those of you who are going to expand the business to ASEAN. When we discuss about sustainability in cosmetic industry, we can think of a few points. Among others, how to reduce the environmental impact of cosmetic products. For example, we can think of how to save the planet by managing our packaging waste. Perhaps using eco-friendly packaging, which is biodegradable, recyclable, or using refillable packaging to minimize waste. Reducing single-use plastic like sachet and non-recyclable packaging that contributes significantly to pollution. We can also think about our carbon footprint. The importance of adopting clean energy, carbon offsetting, and reducing transportation-related emissions. Also about ethical ingredient sourcing, issues related to deforestation, for example, palm oil, and unsustainable farming practices. The shift to responsibly sourced ingredients like organic oils, herbal extracts, and sustainable palm oil. And also, we can think about water conservation. Cosmetic products is a water-intensive manufacturing processes. The challenges is how to produce formulation that can be optimized for sustainable purposes. Some of the points above is already regulated, and some is still the choice of the manufacturer. Today, I'm going to talk about the regulations. Okay, I'm already there. Okay, now we are going to talk about the overview on sustainability regulations across ASEAN. What are the challenges in promoting the sustainability in ASEAN? First of all, the readiness of the different ASEAN countries to effectively implement the sustainability laws varies in terms of existing infrastructure built by the government. Industry readiness to comply from each country is not the same among all the ASEAN countries. Consumer mindset, the awareness gaps in some part of ASEAN. Consumers may still be unaware of the environmental impact of their purchasing decisions. initiative, the industry will need to better innovate and develop new technology. For example, current cosmetic regulations are not yet evolving at the same pace as the cosmetic products technology and innovation. Sustainability has not been taken into consideration in other regulations or standards impacting products such as cosmetic. Let's take a look how the regulation and initiative for few ASEAN countries. Let's start with Malaysia. In Malaysia, they have adopted the Plastic Sustainability Roadmap. They call it the Extended Producer Responsibility Scheme, or the EPR. Under the EPR in Malaysia, producers are responsible for the design, production, and end-of-life management of their products. Companies will be required to pay a fee for a fund based on the type of plastic and its recoverability, recyclability, as well as production volume and turnover. Fund collected will be used to collect, stock, recycle, and dispose the plastic waste. The timelines is already launched and voluntarily implemented from 2023 to 2025, and it will be mandatory in 2026. So for those brands that are exported to Malaysia, this is very important. And what about Singapore? The Restore Sustainability Act, RSA, 2019, also introduced the EPR law. Producers also are accountable for the responsible disposal of their products once they became waste. Mandatory reporting for companies and mandatory packaging reporting, where it aims to spur companies to take action to reduce the amount of packaging used and packaging waste disposed of. The annual packaging submission is planned for implementation not later than 2025. Singapore is a little bit advanced than the rest of the ASEAN countries. They also introduced greenwashing and environmental claim guidelines issued by the Competition and Consumer Commission Singapore to prevent false and misleading claims, to provide greater clarity to companies on environmental claims, avoid unfair practices between brands, avoid making claims that would imply or convey an overall impression that the environmental benefit of the product is more than it is. For example, the degree of recycled material use. The next one. That was the Singapore. The next one is, of course, Indonesia. Indonesia is still in the beginning of the implementation of the law. We have in Indonesia what we call roadmap to waste reduction by producers. Implementation starting from 2019 under the Ministry of Environment and Forestry of Indonesia. And the roadmap established a target for producers to reduce the waste generated from the sales of products and packaging by 30% by 2029. Can be carried out through several ways, which include using degradable packaging materials, recycling waste, and reusing the packaging waste. Through the regulation, companies are expected to create a waste reduction roadmap and involve in consumers' education for the packaging waste. This roadmap is set for 10 years, 2020 and to 2029. Let's go to our neighbor country, Thailand. Thailand only has a draft. A draft Sustainable Packaging Management Act is still under consultation. Issued by the Ministry of Natural Resources and Environment, shift towards mandatory environmental obligation for producers, including cosmetic manufacturers and importers. And the law would establish EPR requiring management of packaging waste. So it's all about the responsibility will lie on the producers. Then the obligated producer would be able to delegate responsibility for packaging waste management to a producer responsibility organization. So they will create an organization who have received ministry certification to manage the waste. The timeline for the enforcement is going to be most likely 2027. So now there is no regulation in place yet. Okay, now about Vietnam. Vietnam has an environment protection law introduced in 2022. This is impacting cosmetic manufacturers as well as importers. The responsibility of recycling the primary and secondary packaging starting from January 1st, 2024. This responsibility can be opted by making a financial contribution to the Vietnam Environment Protection Fund, managed by the National EPR Council of the Ministry of Natural Resources and Environment. Currently, the government is drafting the standard recycling cost for each type of products and packaging. One of the factors to calculate the contribution value expected to be finalized by 2024. Q4 2024. Now, to conclude my presentation, the cosmetic industry in ASEAN is at a turning point with a growing focus on sustainability. While challenges remain, there are numerous opportunities for companies to innovate, grow, and meet the demand for more eco-friendly and socially responsible beauty products. Brands and consumers alike must continue to prioritize sustainability and work towards a more ethical and environmentally responsible cosmetic industry. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am, for that wonderful presentation and comprehensive briefing on the initiatives across Southeast Asia. And again, we hope that you found today's presentations inspiring and informative. Tomorrow we will have more exciting sessions, presentations lined up, along with another open forum. So tomorrow, hopefully we can have an open forum and the highly anticipated raffle draw, of course. So please don't forget to fill out those networking cards that were given to you. Again, thanks to the ASEAN Cosmetics Association. Thank you, ma'am, for joining us this afternoon. We also invite you to join the networking dinner at 6 p.m. at the poolside located on the 5th floor of JS Nuansa. So same hotel, where we will have a bit of rest and relaxation to cap this productive and very busy day. Thank you again, and we look forward to seeing you later at the poolside and tomorrow for another day that is filled with insights and presentation. So, terima kasih. You can go by 5:30. So that's poolside. That's 5th floor. Yes. So please join us. So you can go there earlier. No need to wait till 6 p.m. So again, that's 5th floor of JS Nuansa, same hotel. Terima kasih. Thank you very much, and take care, everyone. See you tomorrow.
Tadi udah makin konsentrasi udah si fokus juga di packaging dulu.
Ya.
Ya.
Yeah, yeah. And then we can meet.
Sure. rajin seminar, berarti seminar terus gitu. Kalau ilmu itu nggak ada kisah.
People think about that.